What's up, sports bettors? Alex here, and we are going through the best NHL bets. So we are going through the best NHL betting picks, and I have a pick on the Lightning Panthers game. So the Lightning are kind of shocking the world right now. They're leading the series against the Panthers 2-0, holding the Panthers to 1 goal in each game, and I have a positive EV, mathematically profitable bet for game 3. So what I'm on is the total. I'm on over 5.5 goals. As you can see, both of the first games have been pretty low scoring. I mean, holding the Panthers to 1 goal, that's not going to continue. I think this game is going to be pretty high scoring in game 3, and over 5.5 is a positive EV, mathematically profitable bet from OddsJam. So I'm going to go with over 5.5 total goals. Minus 150 odds on Caesars, right? So you can see Pinnacle has only 29 cents in market width right here, right? The market width, minus 177 to plus 148, is only 29 cents. In the fair odds, once you remove the juice from Pinnacle's market, is minus 158.47. So we are beating, right? We are getting better odds on Caesars than the zero vig fair odds from Pinnacle Sportsbook, the sharpest sportsbook in the world, right? This is Pinnacle's market. Once you remove the juice from Pinnacle's market, the fair odds, the true odds, the DVIG odds, whatever you want to call it, is minus 158. We're getting minus 150. So this bet is positive EV. So let's go ahead, lock it in, and then I'm going to add this bet to my OddsJam bet tracker. So $500 on this. I got the Rays tomorrow. I got a tennis bet, and we're about to see the Panthers over 5.5 total goals show up. I think it's going to be a pretty high scoring match. I like the total. 2.18% profit margin, so this bet is positive EV, mathematically profitable, right? We are finding value in the odds. So again, every sports bettor loses, they win. Even the most clueless sports bettors will have winning days due to variance, right? What really matters is how much money do you make betting on sports over the course of a month, over the course of a year, right? And in terms of that, it all boils down to the odds you are getting, right? The difference between a square sports bettor and a sharp sports bettor is a difference of like 5%, right? If you think about point spreads in the NBA, so let's go to basketball. If you think about point spreads in the NBA, a square sports bettor would win a point spread bet 50% of the time. A sharp sports bettor who actually makes money over the course of the long run would beat the zero vig line, beat the closing line, and win about 55% of the time. So even though that difference may seem small, winning 50% of the time versus 55% of the time, it makes all the difference in the long run, right? So you need to get great odds as a sports bettor. And OddsJam is constantly scanning all of these betting lines, right? Player props and Heat Celtics, main lines, alternates, everything for you in baseball, basketball, football, everything to try to find you the value as a sports bettor. So I got a ton of bets open. We got some UFC bets, Chase Hooper. We got the Calgary Flames tonight. Hopefully they're winning right now. We got Jalen Brunson, tons of different bets open, some tennis bets. So hopefully we make some money. All bets were positive EV from OddsJam, and in this video, we just locked in a sharp, mathematically profitable NHL pick. This is going to be a high-scoring game. I'm very confident. Tail this bet if you can. Over 5.5 total goals. It's hitting. I also like the over 6, but the price has to be right, right? So if we go in here, we can see over 5.5 goals. BetMGM, Borgata, has this minus 160. 888 Sport has this minus 167. So a lot of value on Caesars, right? And I would take the over 6.5, but there's no positive EV, mathematically profitable bet currently. So again, like I typically look at OddsJam in the state of Arizona, but OddsJam has, over 50 sports books, I think, at this point. So depending on where you're located, you will have a lot of opportunities available to you, right? What's crazy about sports betting is every state, every country has different sports books. So you have a ton of, different bookmakers out there running around trying to set odds independently, do it on their own. So the sports betting market is very interesting for that reason, right? All these sports books want to be unique. They want to have their own odds, so they all price things differently, right? And the positive EV bets in, Colorado are going to be different than the positive EV bets in, for example, Europe or Canada or something like that. So insane hockey bet. Lightning Panthers over 5.5 goals. First 2 games have been low scoring. It will not continue. This game, I think the Panthers have a pretty good chance of winning this game. I expect a high scoring game. I'm not going to take the Panthers on the money line. We can actually look at what the money line odds are. So we can just switch to money line right with this drop down. And you can see, roughly a split, right? Minus 115, minus 115. Definitely will be looking for a positive EV spot to bet on the Panthers, but there's nothing out there right now. So that's all I got. Total goals, Panthers money line, 2 picks, 2 predictions for the NHL playoffs. Panthers, Lightning, Game 3. Let's make some money.